What's up? Welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 38 for May 14th, 2026. Let's break down today's coolest AI news so anyone can understand it. Let's go! So imagine you are juggling 10 different browser tabs while working on a school project about electric cars. One tab has a review of battery life, another shows prices for different models, and a third has a long article on charging stations. Microsoft just upgraded the AI helper inside its Edge browser so it can see and understand everything across all those open tabs at the same time. Instead of asking the chatbot about one page at a time, you can now ask it to compare two products you're looking at in different tabs, pull facts from multiple articles, or even turn your research into a quick podcast summary. Think of it like having a super organized friend who can glance at every open window on your screen and instantly connect the dots between them. The update also adds a memory feature that remembers details from earlier conversations and a quiz mode that can test you on what you just read. For students or anyone doing school projects, this means less time copying and pasting between tabs and more time actually understanding the material. It could change how people research online by making the browser itself part of the thinking process rather than just a window to information. If you're already using Edge on your laptop or phone, this feature is rolling out now and works with the free version of the company's AI tool called Copilot. To try it, open Edge, start a chat with Copilot in the sidebar, and ask something like, "Compare the phones in my other tabs while you have a few product pages open." The more tabs you have, the more useful it gets for real tasks like planning a purchase or studying a topic from several sources. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, the deep dive where we actually look under the hood. Today's deep dive is all about why AI writing sometimes feels strangely formal with those long dashes and perfect sentences that nobody uses in real texts. You know how when you're texting a friend, your phone's keyboard guesses the next word before you even finish typing? Now imagine that same autocomplete got way better at noticing tiny patterns across millions of old messages and books. First, it learns that certain punctuation marks, like the long dash, often appear in polished writing, even if most people rarely use them in casual chats. Then it starts copying that style because the pattern shows up a lot in the training data from professional articles and essays. Next, when you ask it to write something, it reaches for those same polished patterns because they feel like the smart way to sound. And that's basically what a language model is doing when it fills its answers with M dashes, even though regular internet comments are full of typos and short sentences. So next time someone says AI writing looks weirdly formal, you can tell them it's just autocomplete on steroids that learned from the fanciest examples it could find. Not so mysterious once you see it that way. Let's move on to some cool stuff you can try right now. Meta just added an incognito chat mode to its AI on WhatsApp and the Meta AI app, where conversations get processed without being saved anywhere, even on Meta's own servers. This is exciting because it gives you a way to ask questions or brainstorm without worrying that your words stick around forever. Anyone who uses WhatsApp already can try it right away by starting a chat with Meta AI and switching to the private option. Go into WhatsApp, open a conversation with the Meta AI bot, and type something like, "Help me plan a weekend trip." Then look for the incognito toggle to keep it from saving. It's a simple way to test private AI use without signing up for anything new. Next up is an app called Poppy that connects your calendar, email, and messages to notice what you need to do next and surface reminders automatically. It feels like having a helpful assistant that knows your schedule without you typing everything in. Students or anyone juggling school and hobbies should try it because it can pull tasks from real messages instead of making you copy them over. Head to the Poppy website or App Store listing, connect your email and calendar accounts, then ask it to show reminders based on what's coming up this week. You may need a parent's help to sign up if you're under 18, but the setup is straightforward and free to start. Time for quick bits, those fast little updates that caught my eye today. Amazon is putting its Alexa Plus AI directly into the search bar on Amazon.com, so typing a question like "best headphones for school" now gets answers from the AI shopping helper instead of just product lists. It's interesting because it turns everyday shopping into a conversation where the AI can suggest options based on what you actually need. Rivian just added a new voice assistant to its electric vehicles that can control features and answer questions without needing your phone. This stands out because it shows AI assistants moving from apps into the things you use every day, like your car dashboard. And that's a wrap. If any of today's stories made you go, huh, that's cool, go play with it. Curiosity is how every expert started. See you tomorrow. And if you'd rather watch than listen, find us on YouTube at Nara Network. Links in the show notes. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.